Alright, getting ready to degree in the cam on this 5.3. And I mentioned I ordered a socket. I got the socket. The only thing I didn't like about it is it didn't fit on the timing gear very tight. So I come up with an idea of taking a plastic bag and folding it all up, sticking it on there and shoving that on. So now it fits tight. There's no slack. Tighten that down. That's not going to hold it. Unless you have something in there to pick up the slack. Hopefully that don't get wrapped up in timing chain gears. Right now I'm going to check top dead center. Got my stop on there. It's just a piece of steel I had. I think it's off a piece of John Deere equipment. And I had to use the ARP head bolts. They bought new. And of course they're too long, so I used a 1/2 inch socket on each one of them as a spacer, and I believe 6 head bolt washers so I could tighten it down. I have this handy dandy little tool in there so we can check the timing, or the cam lift I guess I should say. But on those tools there is 2 different deals that go on the end. Of course that's a roller cam, so you gotta use the rounded tip. That one's for flat tapping cams, just flat on the end. There's beveled. It looks like a ball on the end. It's got a little tiny point where it runs off of. We got that set up, and now we need to check for top dead center. There's my degree wheel. We have some fancy tools here and some not so fancy tools. You don't need to buy everything, you can make certain stuff. Like the piston stop. Put that on there. Yeah, pointer is just a bolt, some washers, a piece of baling wire, or mechanics wire, whatever you want to call it. Like mechanics wire, baling wire is usually a little thicker than this stuff is. Got to straighten that out. Guess it doesn't look that straight. I'll pause this, straighten it out. Alright, got the wheel on. Got it rotated all the way backwards and it's hitting the piston. A little bolt going down through there. We got it on 0. We need to rotate it the way the engine is turning. And all the way around until the piston stop hits again. The piston stop has hit there. Okay, we had it on 0. Now it is on 45, 6, 7, 8. It's on 48. So what you do is you divide that in half, and that's top dead center, which would be 24. Which would be right there. Now that we got that figured out, we need to loosen up the piston stop. Take it off. The piston stop's off. Now we need to turn this back to 24. Because it's on 48. 5, 6, 7, 8. Half of that's 24. And that should be top dead center. Better hold the camera up where you can see it. Might be a hair off there. Of course, this looks different on camera. It does in real life. Right there is 24. First, when you're looking at it in the camera, it's got to be pointed straight at it right there. So it's 24. So now I need to loosen that, spin this up to 0, and that would be top dead center. And then we can start degreeing it. Here's the 050 method. This goes off your intake center line. Alright, got our pointer at 0, top dead center. That's as high as the piston comes up. It's just by a filament. She's maybe 5 thousandths deck clearance, maybe 8, somewhere in there. That's me guessing. Okay, now we need to turn this over till we reach maximum lift. It's about like right there. Go back here. Then we zero her out, which is right there. Then you back up 0.1 and you go back forward with the way the engine rotates to 050. This is right there, and then we read the degree wheel. I'll call that 61, maybe 61 1/4. I better get something to write that down on. I got something to write on and write with. We're going to call that 61 to 61 1/4. I usually always double check this because you never know if something moved or whatever. But now we need to go. Put that down. Now I need to go back forward, go to maximum lift, still on 0, and then when it gets to 050 here, of course the breaker bar is in the wrong position to be pulling on it. I shouldn't be watching the camera, I should actually be watching the gauge. Damn it, we went past. Now I gotta go back that way. 5 thousandths off. 2, 1. Better not shake it too much. Right there. Now what do we have? We have 151, 2, 3 1/4. 153 or 153 1/4. Basically what you do is take those two numbers, you add them together and divide them by 2 and see what we come up with. I could do that in my head or on this piece of paper. I'm going to go grab a calculator. It's a little smarter than I am. Alright, after adding those numbers together, 61 and 153, you get 214, divide that by 2, you get 107. That means the cam is advanced 2 degrees. The specs on the cam card with a 109 installed, intake center line. And even if you add the 0.25, it's 107.25. So what I'll do is I'll recheck all of this, make sure nothing moved or anything weird's going on, and I'll see what I get. Alright, I went back and double checked everything, and I'm guessing the wheel moved when I tightened it down, because when I checked it this time, and I did this a couple times just to make sure the timing's coming out different. This time we back her up. That's maximum valve lift. Go back 0.1, then we go to 0.050. Basically right there we're getting 63 1/2, which is that's what it is. And then we continue on with the max lift and go back to 050 fast. I might went a hair past, getting 155 1/2. a little hard to see all these shadows in here, but there's 5 and it's about halfway between. So you take those numbers and you add them all up, you get 219 divided by 2 is 109.5. Cam card says 109, so we should be good to go. I'm not gonna worry about half a degree off. So the cam is in. It's coming out right on the degree wheel. We should be good to go there. You can also check the lift of your cam on the degree wheel. Not really the degree wheel, but the dial indicator, I should say. When it's on the base of the cam, you set your dial indicator to 0. My finger has a shot. And then start turning her over. Here she's starting to lift. That'll be 0.1, 0.2, 290. 93, 294, let's say 294 and a half, 0.294 and a half, 294 times your rocker ratio, it should be 1.7. You get 0.4998 left. The cam card says 0.500. Pretty close, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, that's how we did it here at the Chevy farm. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like, share, comment, and all that stuff, and we'll have some more on this when we get there. Thanks for watching. And now I gotta put all my tools back. More fun.